Is it? Oh, best day to work, he said. Wallace. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that was rolling. She went in a straight jacket. I don't think I am really jacket. Your khaki is so big on me too. The khaki is very big. Is it really popular? I was looking at it falling down. I was looking at it outside. Well, I was saying hard was easy to grab. Did you run it either? Oh, they're off the kind.
Hello, Arlette.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Glad to see you again.
Me too.
And Adrian, hello.
Hi, Stephen.
How are you today?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. A little congestion
Oh,
in my nose. A little bit of the cold I had last weekend still lingering, but good. And hello, Abdallah.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And where are you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Palestine, wonderful. It's nice to meet you and welcome to class.
You too. Welcome.
Good. And Wellington, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, it's good to see you. Glad you're
Yes,
here.
always is a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine. It's going to be a good class.
Yeah.
And we should have a full class tonight, which is good. I always like having a full class. So we'll wait just a moment for the others to join us. In the meantime, I will share the link to tonight's lesson. And it is grammar practice worksheets. So what you should see is a PDF. It's really long. We will not get through the entire lesson today, but it should be a good review of parts of speech. Yeah, so the document itself is 14 pages long. There's no way we'll get to all of that, but we will review all the parts of speech and do at least a few of the exercises tonight.
Okay.
All right. So there's the link in the chat. You can also find the link in the class description, or where you went to the class. You should have been able to click and get the link as well. This lesson comes from ESLlibrary.com. They have a lot of resources, and this is a website that Verbling provides for its teachers, and there's just a wealth of English lessons of all different kinds. So I use them quite a bit. They're very, very useful, and I think they're a high quality as well. All right, and let's see. Tata, hello.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
And where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And Luca, hello. All right. Well, hello, Luca. All right, so we might as well get started with our lesson. So, not maybe the most exciting topic. It is grammar, so not everybody's favorite. And today, the grammar topic is parts of speech. So, nouns, verbs, conjunctions. We'll review all of those. And then do some exercises to practice with them. At any point, if you have a question about anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Questions are very important to the learning process, so please ask questions. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and screen share our lesson. Feel free to open it in your own window if you prefer. First page, just a title page, lots of exercises. And then with these grammar practice worksheets, they always start with a review of the grammar point. And I think that's very helpful. So we will go through this review. Please stop me at any time with any questions or anything that is unclear. And I won't read everything to you. We want to spend more time probably practicing. But let's just quickly look at some of the information here. So the basic form in English is the word. It's very important to find out as much as you can about a word when you learn a new one. One important fact is the word's part of speech. From the part of speech, you will find out how the word functions or works. And in English, there are 8 parts of speech: verbs, nouns, adverbs, adjectives, pronouns, articles, prepositions, and conjunctions. So we'll be reviewing all 8 of these parts of speech. So we won't go through all of this, but a verb, just to refresh your memory, verbs are the action words in a sentence, or what is doing or being done. They can also be a state of being, passive voice, a command, or an imperative. And then we have auxiliary verbs, which are helper verbs. Have, be, like those. They tell tense. So from the verb, we can tell when something is taking place in the past, present, or future. And we can tell the tense, simple, progressive, perfect, or perfect progressive. And those add another layer of meaning. We also have active voice, passive voice, and imperative voice. And then verbs also tell us the number of people, the number of the subject, whether it's singular or plural. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. So that's
I
our verb.
have a question, Stephanie.
Yes.
When I am talking with someone, it's difficult to me to find the tense of the verb and create the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I put a wrong verb in a wrong time, and another person think that is that don't understand my sentence.
Yes. Yes, that can be a very difficult part of speaking English. Sometimes the different forms are not easy to hear. Sometimes, especially with past, some verbs don't change for past tense. Some will take an ed that sounds like a t. A lot of different factors can create difficulties with verb tense. We'll try. This lesson won't go into the different tenses very much, but we can address things as they come up. So please, if there's a question, when you see a verb, please ask questions as we go along.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, another problem with tense might be, well, with the future tense, we always use the auxiliary verb will. And because of pronunciation in English, often the auxiliary verbs are not pronounced strongly, or they don't receive stress, and so you may not hear them. If you're listening to English, you may not hear the auxiliary verbs, and then of course, if you don't hear it, you won't catch the tense.
Stephanie.
Yes.
I don't know, but I think sometimes I commit the same many errors about this. So I think what Tata wants to know is what is I think what is the better way to improve the use the verb. Sometimes it's boring. Repeat the verbs, read the verbs, but what is your type to improve the use of the verbs correctly?
Yeah, I guess. Well, the best thing is authentic practice. So speaking with others in English, especially native speakers, that's the best way to quickly improve. But on your own, by yourself, other things you could do, or even when you are speaking with another person, maybe to say the verb more strongly. It's hard to give advice about how to make
practice.
Yeah, how to make the tenses clear, because with English there's no hard rule. So past tense verbs in the simple past, sometimes they'll have an ed, sometimes the vowel will change.
Yeah.
So there's no way to give very specific advice. But I would say if you are not being understood, to maybe put more emphasis on the verb. So, for example, if you're saying, I walked to the store, and people are hearing walk to the store, maybe to add more stress to the ending walked, and maybe pronounce it strong, really strong. In English,
Okay.
I would say stress it more when you're speaking. English stress is very strong on important words, so if you say it a little louder, a little stronger, that might help.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, great question. Really great question. Yeah, so that's verbs. Verbs are probably the most important part of speech, right? Nouns are much easier in English. They're a person, place, or thing, but they can also be an idea or a concept, mood, or an attitude. So the noun, it functions in a sentence as the subject or an object. So as the subject of a sentence, it usually goes near the beginning of the sentence. So I walk to school. I is the subject. That's a pronoun, I suppose, not a noun. I should say, let's see. The cat chased the mouse. The cat is the subject. It's at the beginning of the sentence. When it's an object, it comes after a verb or a preposition. And we do have compound nouns in English. So a compound noun is just a noun made up of more than one word. For example, police officer. So, any questions on nouns?
No.
No, thank you.
All right, yeah, nouns are usually pretty easy. Next we have adverbs, and these adverbs, you see the word verb in it, adverbs modify the verb. And because they modify or change the verb, they usually go right after the verb. And most adverbs are easy to recognize because they end in ly. So quickly, immediately, softly. Any questions on adverbs so far?
No.
All right. We'll try to go a little quicker so you can get more practice time. Adjectives are the descriptive words. They describe nouns. So you might have a long movie or brown hair. They function to modify a noun or describe a noun. Questions on adjectives?
No.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.
I have never understood the meaning of adverb in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think if that I'll understand the meaning of adverb in English.
Yes, good point. If we don't have something in our native language, it's going to be even harder in our second language.
I think the important is not understand, is speak. Speak a lot.
Yeah.
Speaks a lot. To produce the same sound.
Mm-hmm.
I've improved a lot of my English watching Peppa Pig.
Oh, I use Peppa Pig in my classes with children here in the Czech Republic.
I like Caillou. Caillou is, I think, is better. Caillou. Caillou.
I've never heard of that.
No.
Can you write it in the chat box, please?
Yeah, are you right?
Oh, that's great. That's great. Fun stuff. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Yeah, and with parts of speech, this isn't really the reason to know this is only to help you in your studies of grammar. Yeah, this isn't this isn't going to come up in conversation. But if you are studying grammar, you need to know these. So that's kind of how it's helpful, or hopefully it's helpful. Excellent. So then we have pronouns, and pronouns simply take the place of a noun. So John is a butcher, he is a butcher. And they can be the subject, the object, possessive, or relative. Relative pronouns are probably the hardest, especially when they are omitted. Sometimes, especially the relative pronoun that in English is often omitted or left out. So that can be tricky. Articles. In English, there are only 3, a, an, and the. A definite article is the, so if there's a specific noun that you're referring to, you'll say the before the noun. But if it's just a general noun or indefinite, you'll say a or un. And then we have prepositions. Prepositions are probably the hardest part of speech because they are never concrete. They are always abstract, which means they describe a relationship, or they show a relationship. They don't talk about something real that you can touch. And so they're very hard. And then last we have conjunctions, and conjunctions join phrases or clauses. So you can put 2 sentences together or 2 ideas together using a conjunction. And if you are learning English for academic reasons, you're going to want to learn high-level conjunctions, such as although, and those can be tricky as well. So I'm not going to read this chart to you, but I'll just show you. Here we have a chart. If you are very interested in grammar, or if this is something that you feel you need to work on, this handy chart, it's a 1-page handy chart that has the part of speech, the form or endings. This might be helpful if you're practicing recognizing verbs or recognizing parts of speech, function, position, and notes. And we'll come back to this chart as we go through the exercises.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to the exercises. Get you some practice. Test your memory, how closely you were paying attention just now. The first exercise is fill in the blank. So for these are the 8 parts of speech, and we're going to sort them out. You can type your answer in the chat, and I will be using the Verbling chat rather than the Google chat. Verbling has asked that we use the Verbling chat. So, number 1, modifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. What is the answer?
Adverb.
Yeah, I'm actually, let's see, modifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. So it changes a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. Let's go back up and see. I believe it is an adverb. This is tricky. I'm actually having a hard time with this one.
The third. Yeah. One more.
One more?
Yeah.
Where does it say? Let's see. Because if it modifies, let's see. Modifies.
After? No. And an adverb usually goes right after the verb. Many adverbs end in like function. An adverb modifies a verb.
Yeah. So what part of speech would modify all three of these, though? That's where I'm having a trouble. Um, does anyone know?
No.
Part?
I should know, right? And that goes to show how tricky grammar can be.
I think it's an adverb too.
Adverb as well. Yeah, so, oh, yep, look at that. Let's use our handy chart. An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. So, ding, 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 you are correct. Bonus points for you. I get it now. Yeah, so an adverb can modify another adverb, as in here in the example, Ted left too late. Late is already an adverb, and then you can modify it by adding to. Okay. Tricky, tricky. Very good. Number 2 should be much easier. A person, place, thing, or idea.
Subject.
Yep, these will function as the subject or object, and the answer is noun. Very good. Yep, and a noun is the subject or the object of a sentence. Good. Number 3 shows action or classification.
A verb.
Verb.
Yep, very good. A verb shows action. Modifies a person, place, thing, or idea, or modifies a noun.
An adjective.
Yes, very good. An adjective or a descriptive word. A big building. Fat person. Very good. Number 5, used before a noun. It may be definite or indefinite.
Article.
Excellent, very good. And articles can be tricky. Not all languages have articles. All languages have nouns and verbs, but not all languages have articles. Good. Number 6, connects or joins 2 phrases or clauses in a sentence.
Conjunction.
Let's have, I think I heard 2 answers at the same time. Can you type your answers in the chat?
Okay.
And everyone, feel free to type your answers in the chat. I think the answer is conjunction. Conjunction. So conjunctions are the parts of speech that connect ideas or clauses.
Yes.
Great. Excellent. Number 7, replaces a noun. It may be a subject, an object, a possessive, or a relative.
Subject.
And it will be, it will be the subject or object of a sentence, just like a noun. And the part of speech is?
Noun. Pronoun.
Yes, very good. Pronoun. So we see, just like adverb, we see the other part of speech in there. And a pronoun goes in place of a noun. Very good. And number 8, this word indicates position or direction. Often used in a phrase.
Preposition.
Preposition.
Yes, very good. Preposition, very difficult and very important part of speech. All right, wonderful. Okay, let's see. The next exercise is a little bit different, hopefully a little more challenging or useful. So in this one, we insert a word of your choice in the blank. This will be good to practice any vocabulary you've been studying recently. For example, the frustrated student walked quickly out of the classroom. Frustrated is an adjective. Quickly is an adverb. All right. So let's first get some words out there. And again, it might be best to use the chat so that everyone can participate. So let's see. The happy blank yelled at the blank soccer player. What two words could fill in those blanks?
Is a noun, the happy guy.
Yep.
The happy player.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it could be guy, it could be player, it could be the happy fan, the happy referee, the happy goalie. Yeah, a lot of things could fit there, and they will all be a noun. Very good. And so then, what words could you use to fill in this blank?
You at the
Another soccer player.
Oh, good. Yeah, that would make sense if we did not have the article here.
Oh,
okay. Whenever you see the, you'll know you'll need a noun. The always comes before a noun or an adjective that's modifying a noun. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have the opposing soccer player. We actually are, so we see, excuse me, but this is our noun. So we are not looking for a noun here. We have soccer player is the noun that goes with the article. So we need something that describes the noun.
The goal. No.
Sorry?
No. No. Sorry.
Okay.
The principal soccer player.
Yeah, the principal soccer player, or the angry soccer player, or the talented soccer player.
It's an adjective.
Stronger.
Yeah, the strong soccer player. Exactly. So an adjective goes there.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Look at number 3. The banker wore a blank suit. Again, we have an article, so we know there must be a noun following it somewhere.
A nice suit.
Yeah, a nice suit.
Hmm.
Any other adjectives you could think of that will fit in there?
A black suit.
Yeah, great. All of our color words would fit there, right? Those are all adjectives. A black suit, a blue suit. Yeah.
Expensive suit.
An expensive suit, very good. Excellent. Good. Number 4. In blank morning, my friends blank around the block 4 times. A little bit trickier.
Early.
Early.
Early. We could do, but we would still be missing a word. So looking at morning is a noun. It's a thing. And so we need, before a noun, we often need an article. So what article would we put here?
In the morning.
No.
Yeah.
In the morning? No.
The morning.
In the morning.
Yep, it'll be the for this one because we're talking about a specific morning. If we used we would be talking about any morning, like a morning when I get up early is very difficult. So you could say when it's not a specific noun, but in this case we're talking about this morning. So we would say in the morning.
Okay.
And then what will we fill this blank with?
Run.
Run.
Yeah, very good. And what part of speech is run?
Verb.
It's a verb.
Yeah, very good. And run, walk, ride, they would all be appropriate verbs there.
Okay.
Good. Number 5, it was raining, blank. We didn't go to the blank.
Adjective. Oh, no.
Adverb.
No.
No.
Adverb.
No.
It was raining.
So,
Raining a lot.
This is a tricky one. So I highlighted this comma because
It's
So-
a conjunction.
a conjunction, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we
So-
didn't go to the cinema.
very good, very good.
Position.
Yep, if we didn't have the comma, then maybe we could use an adverb or an adjective. But the comma shows us that we're kind of putting together two ideas. And so we would use the conjunction so.
So we didn't go to the cinema.
Yeah, so we didn't go to the cinema.
park.
We didn't go to the park. Good. Good.
That is a noun. Okay.
Yep, so that's a noun, and again, we see the article preceding the noun. Very good.
But
yeah.
It's a special case. You say, in this case, it's necessary put a conjunction because a comma separates the ideas.
I should phrase it differently. A comma indicates more than one idea, or well, let's see. It does kind of indicate that there's more than one idea happening. We use commas in a sentence that has several ideas or lists of items. And this comma, I suppose, it doesn't have to be there. The sentence would be correct if it weren't there, but it kind of signals a conjunction is coming.
Mhm.
Signals a pause, kind of in the idea. I don't know if that makes sense or helps at all.
Okay.
I'm sorry. All right. Thank you for asking, though. Yeah, we'll look at other commas and see. I think maybe commas are just always used before so. I see in example 7, we'll see it again, another comma right before the word so. All right, so blank black dog blank with his owner.
Adjective. No?
An article. There.
Yep. Yep, we have our adjective right here describing our noun, the dog. So we would need an article.
The black dog
And then what will go here?
A
was
verb.
Yeah.
Verb.
Yep, a verb. Yep. And we would probably use the article the, because it sounds like we know we're talking about one specific dog that we know of. So the black dog runs with his owner or lives with his owner.
yeah.
All right. Great. So number 7 has 3 blanks. Jenny was blank late, So she blank all the way from the bus stop, blank the office.
Adverb. Very.
Yeah, very good. So an adverb such as very or extremely. Very good. Yeah. So Jenny was very late, so she blanked all the way from the bus stop.
It's a verb.
Yeah.
So she. A verb.
Yep, very good. And it's probably ran, right? The verb
Run or
ran.
walk.
Yeah. So she, yeah. And since she's late, we're guessing she's going as fast as she can. So she ran all the way from the bus stop. And then what goes here?
To arrive.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you said first, to the office. And what part of speech is to?
To is position. No.
Yep. Yep. In this case it is. Yeah. So it's showing prepositions show direction often. So she's running in the direction of the office. She's running to the office. Great. All right. And number 8, Maya loves to eat pizza, blank hamburgers.
But
This one's taking me a moment to think of too. This is a tricky one.
For me, is a noun. Maya loves to eat pizza. Maya loves to eat pizza. Fries.
I think that is a conjunction, the first one, because it's another idea.
Yes. And we see our commas there, right? And commas have several different functions. And I probably shouldn't have brought up commas for this lesson. In this case, the commas are indicating a list of items. So Wellington, you are correct. We'll put a verb here, but the second one will be for our conjunction. So Maya loves to eat pizza, chicken, and hamburgers.
Okay.
That one was.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, that was a tricky one. It took me a moment to see it. Yeah, so a noun is the first one, and the second one is a conjunction.
Okay.
Wonderful. Number 9, my blank brother blank to blank every afternoon.
The first is an adjective, my old brother, or my young brother.
Yeah, my old brother, my young brother, my mean brother, my fat brother, my ugly brother. Very good.
Eat 2 eggs, or eat drink 2 coffees.
Very good. So yeah, that fits in, doesn't it? So we could put drink in the blank after brother. My nice brother drinks 2 coffee.
Cups of coffee or coffee cups?
Cups of coffee.
Cups of coffee.
Every afternoon. Very good. And cups of coffee would be a compound noun with a preposition in it. Wonderful.
Or my older brother eats 2 hamburgers every day.
Yeah, my older brother eats 2 hamburgers every afternoon. Very good. Yep, that's correct too.
Every day afternoon.
Yep, excellent. All right, and let's look at 10. Carol loves Carl, but blank doesn't love blank.
But Carl doesn't love him.
Doesn't love him or her?
Her.
Her.
Yep, yep.
Oh, her.
Very good, very good. Yeah, exactly. So what, actually, yeah, so Carol loves Carl, but Carl, what is Carl?
No.
Yep, noun and a proper noun.
But
And-
but it can be a pronoun, right? But he,
Yes,
but
yes.
but I think it is can be a noun or a pronoun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And anywhere that there is a noun, you could replace it with a pronoun. Though it can be confusing if you use too many pronouns. People might forget what the noun was that it's taking the place of. Yeah, so both are correct. Carol loves Carl, but Carl doesn't love her. Or you could say Carol loves Carl, but Carl doesn't love Carol. Or Carol loves Carl, but he doesn't love her. Very good. Yeah, great point, Wellington. Wonderful. Okay, so let's look. The next exercise looks like it's kind of the same. So why don't we see what the fourth exercise looks like? I want to give you more variety in your practice. Okay, so here we go. Here's a good exercise. Here we have, they give us a sentence, and then for every word in the sentence, you decide what part of speech it is. So to answer, you could just type the letter in the chat. So the sentence is, the lazy man slept in the afternoon, and he was very tired at night. So first word, the. What part of speech is it? Yep, A. It's an article. Very good. Articles are easy. There's only 3 of them. Well, they're not easy, though, to decide when to use a or the or no article. Great. Number 2, lazy.
Is adjective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Very good, very good. Yep, you see that there's a noun right afterwards, and this describes the noun, so it is an adjective. Very good. Number 3 is man. What
Noun.
kind of speech? Noun. Yep, easy. I already said that. I gave away the answer, I guess. And 4, slept.
It's a verb.
Very good, very good. Yep, it's a verb. Bonus points if someone can tell me what tense is this verb in. Is it in the past, present, or future?
Past.
Yep, very good. And it's a simple past. Very good. Bonus points for you.
Arlette, we share the bonus point.
Oh, you're very kind. Very kind. Nice. Number 5, in. What part of speech is that?
Preposition.
It's a preposition.
Yep, exactly. Preposition shows when in this case. Excellent. And number 6, afternoon.
Noun.
Yep, noun. Anytime that it can go along with the or you know it's a noun. 7, and.
Conjunction.
Yep, conjunction. And that's our most common conjunction in English. Great. How about he?
Pronoun.
Yep, very good. Yep, it takes the place of a noun. So instead of Carl, we can say he.
Yeah.
Great. And how about very? Yeah, this one's a little harder.
Adverb.
Yep, excellent. Yep, and you can always test by trying it out with a in a sentence. So he ran very quickly. So this is the type of adverb that would modify another adverb. Great. And our last word of this sentence, tired.
It's an adjective.
Yeah, yep, he was very tired. Describes the noun, describes the man. Good. All right. Seems like this one is pretty easy. I want to look ahead and see if there's more variety as well. We do have a few minutes here. Looks like these are all...
I like this.
You like this one? Okay.
No. The content of this exercise in everyone for us that is a little intermediate is good, and mainly for I think beginners, because there are a lot of sometimes I confuse some parts of the speech.
Okay.
But for me, it's very useful, and for beginner too, I think.
Oh, good, wonderful. Well, thank you for that, for the feedback, because I'm never sure if things are too easy or too hard or too boring. So good, thank you.
Let's go the other, like you
go on to
suggest.
See. Do you think you want to do this one?
No.
Or go on.
Chose for us.
All right. I just want to see what some of the other, just because there are so many here. Yes. Okay. I think exercise 6 might be good here. Let's try this one. And again, you, of course, with these, I like these lessons because I can give them to you. So if you really want more practice, you're welcome to print them out at home or practice later on too.
Yeah.
So looking at exercise 6, number 1, my hands were freezing because of the cold weather. So what is the adjective?
Cold. The cold weather. Cold is an adjective.
Yep, exactly, cold. Very good. How about number 2? The long examination took 4 hours to complete.
Long.
Yeah.
Yep, so not a short, long. Very good. It's describing the exam. 3. The words are easy to understand but difficult to spell.
Easy.
Very good. Easy, and then there's another one.
Difficult.
Yeah, difficult. I think looking back at number 1, I wasn't sure,
Freezing.
but freezing seems to be an adjective here too,
Yeah.
describing the hands. So good. How about number 4? The chicken was overcooked, dry, and tasteless.
Overcooked.
I love chicken.
Yep, overcooked.
Dry.
Dry.
Tasteless.
Tasteless.
Yeah. Yep, so 3 adjectives describing the chicken. It sounds terrible. Excellent.
The cooker is very bad.
Yes. Don't tell my mom, but These are adjectives I would use to describe my mom's chicken.
Ooh.
She's a very good cook in general, but I think she is nervous about bacteria in the chicken, so she always
Wow.
does it too much.
Wow.
Don't tell her I said that. She's a wonderful cook. I love her food.
This is record and put in the YouTube.
Oh, she won't watch. She won't watch.
Maybe.
I hope she doesn't. If you are watching, Mom, I love you, and you're a fantastic cook.
I love you, Mama.
Excellent. Wonderful. Oh, I wouldn't say tasteless. Her chicken does have taste. I just remember being very young, and I would just chew and chew and chew and chew and chew the chicken.
Wow.
My mom's great. She's a great cook. I love her food. Okay, number 5. My older sister lives in a beautiful new house.
Older.
Oh,
Yep, older is one of them, and then we have 2 others.
beautiful and new.
Yeah, beautiful
New.
and new.
Yeah.
All of them. Older describing the sister, beautiful and new describing the house. Let's see, I think we can squeeze in 1 or 2 more. In this exercise, we're identifying the nouns. So the suntanned lifeguard sat on the high chair in the sand. What are the nouns?
Now.
Yep, nouns this time.
Lifeguard,
Mm-hmm.
chair, and sand.
Chair.
Yep. Very good. Lifeguard, chair, sand. How about number 2? Give me the hammer and the nails. I will fix the broken chair.
Hammer,
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
nails, chair.
Excellent. Very good. And let's just do, I bet we can finish this out with the 2 minutes we have left. The words in this passage are simple, but the questions are hard.
Chicken. No, sorry.
Words.
Yep, words, very good. And 2 more that I see.
Passage
Yep, very good.
and questions.
Excellent, very good. And then 4, Sam burned the hamburgers and hot dogs, but the potatoes were good. What are the nouns?
Sam.
Hamburgers.
Yep, so Sam and hamburgers are both nouns. Very good. Any others? I see 2 others.
Hot dogs.
Dog. The hot is an adjective. The dog is hot.
Yes, this is going to be a compound noun, though, actually.
Yes.
I
Which is
know.
very strange. That's so strange. I never thought of that. Great. And the other one?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Yep, wonderful. And just to finish, I like to finish things. Let's do 5. My mother and her sister live on the same street.
Mother.
Mother, sister,
Mother, sister,
street.
street.
Yep, very good. Mother, sister, street. Excellent. And that brings us to the end of the hour. Thank you so much for your participation. These
Thank you, Stephanie.
were much more fun because of your fun sense of humor. So I will, in the future, I'll do more of these with different grammar topics. I think because there were questions, probably the next topic I will choose will be, I'll look at doing some verb tense worksheets. I'll look for some of those because there were questions on those. And it looks like I am doing one tomorrow. So tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. my time, we'll do some more, and I will make it around verbs somehow. So if you're interested, you can sign up for that class.
Okay,
Okay.
Stephanie.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Bye.
all.
Yes,
See you soon.
thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you so
Goodbye.
much, Wilmington. Bye.